Imagine a barbecue so terrifying, it's been dubbed the world's most terrifying barbecue. A chilling moniker, isn't it? One that brings to mind a scene far removed from the friendly gatherings and mouth-watering aromas we typically associate with barbecues. This tale, my friends, is no ordinary story of grilled meats and warm summer nights. This tale is steeped in shadows, shrouded in mystery, and marred by a darkness that is sure to send a shiver down your spine. You see, our story begins not with the sizzle of a steak on hot coals, but with an eerie silence that hangs heavy in the air. It's a story that unfolds in hushed whispers and horrified gasps, where every crackle of the fire echoes the chilling tales that have been spun around it. It's a story that promises to be as mesmerizing as it is horrifying, a story that pushes the boundaries of our understanding of what a barbecue can be. Dare to learn about the horrifying tale behind this barbecue? Brace yourselves! The genesis of this terrifying barbecue was not out of a love for grilling or a passion for smoked meats. No, the origins of this story are far darker, far more gruesome than that. This barbecue, a common fixture in many a backyard, was not used for roasting sausages or grilling burgers. It was used for a purpose so horrific, it chills the blood just to think about it. This barbecue was used for disposing of bodies. Imagine, if you will, a sunny afternoon. The air is filled with the tantalizing aroma of what you believe to be roasting meat. You're drawn to it, your mouth watering in anticipation. But then, the horrifying truth dawns. The tantalizing smell is not from a juicy steak or a plump chicken. It's something far more sinister, far more horrifying. The reality hits you like a punch to the gut. The scent that had your mouth watering was not of roasting meat at all, but of burning flesh, human flesh. It's a realization that sends a cold chill down your spine, makes your stomach churn with revulsion, and it doesn't stop there. The barbecue, once a symbol of joy and community, of sunny afternoons spent with family and friends, was now tainted. Tainted with the stench of death, tainted with the horrors that it had been used to conceal. This barbecue was not a tool for creating delicious meals, but a mechanism for covering up the most monstrous of acts. It was a macabre testament to the lengths some would go to hide their dark deeds, and so the barbecue, once a symbol of joy and community, was forever tainted. A chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the most unexpected of places. Behind every horror, there's a mastermind. This barbecue was no different. In this tale of terror, the mastermind was a seemingly ordinary man, a man who lived among us, blending into the fabric of daily life with such ease that his true nature remained hidden. A man of simple pleasures who enjoyed the morning newspaper, savoured his coffee, and appreciated the tranquility of a quiet garden. But beneath this veneer of normality lay a darkness so profound it's hard to fathom. By day, he was a neighbour, a friend, a husband. He laughed at the community gatherings, shared stories over the backyard fence, and extended helping hands to those in need. His charm was disarming, his demeanour unassuming. Yet it was this very ordinariness that allowed him to deceive those around him. The monster lurked not in the shadows, but in the sunshine, hidden in plain sight. The truth came crashing down on a day that started just like any other, but ended in a revelation that sent shockwaves through the community. The man they thought they knew was unmasked as the architect of the horrifying barbecue, a revelation that left the community reeling in disbelief and fear. His eventual capture was met with a mixture of relief and revulsion as the true extent of his atrocities came to light. The man who once shared smiles and stories was now a symbol of unspeakable horror. The very idea that such a monster could have been a part of their community shattered their trust and left a haunting question. How could they have been so deceived? A man of unspeakable horror, hidden behind a mask of normality. The mastermind had been revealed, but the terror he had unleashed would continue to cast a long, dark shadow. The discovery of this terrifying barbecue sent shockwaves around the world. The revelation of such an atrocious act, one that seemed only possible in the darkest corners of horror fiction, shook the very core of our collective consciousness. It was as if a chilling wind had blown, rustling the leaves of our complacency, leaving us shivering with the stark reality of human potential for evil. In the immediate vicinity of the dreadful discovery, the community was left reeling, A pall of fear and disbelief descended. The echoes of normalcy shattered like glass under a sledgehammer. The streets, once filled with the mundane hustle and bustle of everyday life, now bore the silent weight of a shared nightmare. Conversations dwindled into whispers, laughter was lost in the grim silence, and trust became a luxury no one could afford. The international reaction was no less profound. Across the globe, people reeled from the news, their faces a mask of horror and disbelief as they grappled with the enormity of the act. Media outlets churned out headlines, each more sensational than the last, while social media platforms became a whirlpool of shock, outrage, and sorrow. The world's leaders were not immune to the shock. Speeches were made, condolences offered, and promises to prevent such horrors from recurring were vehemently made. But beneath the political posturing and diplomatic rhetoric, one could sense a collective unease, a dawning realization of the depths of darkness that could lurk within the human heart. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the world grappled with the aftermath. Vigils were held, memorials erected, and stories of the victims told and retold, each a poignant reminder of the lives lost to this unthinkable horror. Yet, even as we mourned the victims and sought justice for their untimely demise, we found ourselves facing a chilling question. How could such a horror have been conceived, let alone executed? The world was left grappling with a horror that seemed too monstrous to be real. From every horror, there are lessons to be learned. It's a grim truth, but one that holds significant relevance in our exploration of this horrifying event. What can we glean from this terror, you might ask? What can we carry forward to better ensure our safety and the safety of those around us? First, let's consider the importance of vigilance. While we cannot live our lives in a constant state of paranoia, it's crucial to maintain a degree of awareness about our surroundings, the people we interact with, and the situations we find ourselves in. This event serves as a stark reminder that danger can lurk in most unsuspecting places. Vigilance is not about fear, it's about preparedness, it's about understanding that the world isn't always as safe as it seems, and we must be ready to protect ourselves and those we care about when necessary. Next, we mustn't overlook the danger of deception. The mastermind of this terror was an ordinary individual, leading an ordinary life. Beneath this facade, however, lay a darkness that none could have anticipated. This is a chilling demonstration of the depths to which deception can reach and the destruction it can cause. It's a lesson about the importance of trust, but also about the need for caution. Trust is a valuable commodity, one that should be given sparingly and judiciously. Lastly, we must acknowledge the inherent darkness that can lie beneath the surface of ordinary lives. It's a disturbing prospect, but one that we cannot ignore. Not everyone who walks among us has our best interests at heart. The ability to recognize this, to be aware of it, and to handle it appropriately is a lesson we must all learn. In the face of such horror, we must remember, not all is as it seems. The world can be a terrifying place, but it's also filled with beauty, kindness, and hope. Let's not forget that. But let's also remember the lessons from this terror so that we may better navigate the complexities of our world. The world's most terrifying barbecue serves as a chilling reminder of the depths of human depravity. We've journeyed through its gruesome genesis, the sinister mastermind behind it, the aftermath that left a scar on humanity, and the lessons etched in terror. It's a tale that has unfolded with each scene, revealing a barbecue that was not about sizzling steaks and smoky flavors, but a horrifying manifestation of the darkest corners of the human mind. This barbecue wasn't merely an event, it was a chilling testament to the monstrous capabilities that lie dormant within us. It served not delicious meals, but a grim reminder of a world that can sometimes be crueler than our worst nightmares. It has left an indelible mark, a chilling echo that resonates in the silence of the night, reminding us of the horror that once unfolded. As we conclude our journey, we carry with us not only the horrifying details of this macabre event, but also the lessons it has taught us. It forces us to confront our own humanity, to question our capacity for compassion, and to always remember that darkness can reside in the most unexpected places. A barbecue that will forever be remembered not for its smoke and sizzle, but for its chilling tale of horror.